Yo, what up? Alright. We got another one from Ron White.
Okay. The great Ron White. Yeah, man, it's been a while.
It has.
Yeah, man. What we got?
This is the Dr. Phil story.
Man. Good old Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, man.
I think he is one of Oprah's apprentices or something like that.
Okay, is he like a psychiatrist? Counselor?
I don't know if he's a real doctor. I don't know.
He's got to be a real doctor. You know? Like,
So he was like so you're saying like, well, he probably is a real doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, of course he's a real doctor.
I mean, he's had a lot of people on his show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, a lot of famous people.
Yeah.
He's helped a lot of people through their situations, you know what I mean? Publicly. And it's a great thing. Puts things on display, for people to see and take examples from.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like, I've seen Dr. Phil in a lot of memes, you know what I'm saying? And him being made fun of in a lot of places, you know what I mean?
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, let's go, man. Let's see what Ron White's got to say, man.
Here we go.
Here's the Dr. Phil story. Every year, Doc and his family rent a yacht for 12 days in the Mediterranean, and that's their vacation. And it's the only way he can get away, because he is the most famous person in America. He's the most recognizable face, 6'4", bald dome head, porn mustache. You can spot him from any fucking where. And because he seems so approachable on television, and he really is approachable. I mean, he's a sweetheart of a dude. But people are always, anytime he goes out in public, they're just, oh, what about this? And that's fine at first, but eventually it will eat the skin off your fucking bones if you can't walk out of your house without somebody going, hey, my brother-in-law's all fucked up in the head, and I was wondering if you could just sit up and just think, come back here, asshole! And that's exactly how it happens. I've seen it, and so that's what they do. Well, this summer, my wife and I went on vacation to France and Monaco, and I need a break too. Sometimes I do 140 cities a year. I do more dates than any other comic, more cities than any other comic working the day because I just love fucking doing it. And 20 minutes from now, nobody's gonna give a fuck about what I have to say. So. While they do, I believe I'll do a lot of shows. Hey. So we're in France, Monaco, and we're having a great time, man. We're just I'm really in love with my wife. She's so talented. We have a fun life together, and we're there. And then one day the phone rings, and it's Doc, and he goes, "Aren't you guys in Monaco?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "We're going to be in Monaco tomorrow. Why don't you come party on the yacht?" And I said, fuck yeah. Which is what you say if somebody says you want to come party on the yacht, you go, fuck yeah. In fact, let's try it one time. You want to come party on the yacht?
Fuck yeah.
I don't have a yacht. So I was like, yeah, fuck, this is great, man. We're excited. We were down there. We were staying at the Fairmont Hotel overlooking the little yacht harbor in Monaco. Very cool place.
Damn.
And we were down there looking at the yachts the day before going, wouldn't it be cool if you knew somebody that had one of these things? You could just hop on it and fucking throw the fuck down. And it's everybody's yacht, man. This is yacht heaven. This is Steve Wynn's yacht, Prince Albert of Monaco's yacht. This is that Russian dude with the tiny giraffes. Anyway, they're coming in at 6:30 the next evening. So the next morning we wake up, or next afternoon we wake up and we go have this amazing lunch, and we're drinking this fucking great wine from France, probably. That'd be my guess if I had to guess, and I did have to guess. France. And we were just having a great day, sex, and just a fucking. And then we go down to the fucking harbor that evening at 6:30. Sure enough, Doc's backing in a 165-foot yacht. I'm not sure that's how they do it. So the only way to get on the yacht is to walk on this gangplank to get on the yacht. And I'm walking on the gangplank going, nobody's stopping me. And we get on the yacht, and there's our friends from California halfway around the world. Are you fucking kidding me? How much fun are we having? I'm hugging everybody. There's a bunch of people on the yacht. We're hugging. Anytime I'm hugging you and I'm in a strange place, what I'm really doing is looking over your shoulder trying to find a bar. That's why I'm turning you. And I see the bar, and right in the dead front center of the bar is a bottle of famous Black Grouse, which is a scotch I started drinking when I was in Scotland for the Open Championship at Turnberry. And you start looking at what the Scots drink, and that's what they drink. And I'm like, oh, fuck yes. And there they had a bottle of it on the fucking, it's kind of hard to find. And the bartender poured me a big old glass of whiskey, way bigger than this one. And I'm like, I'm in such a great mood. It tasted better than I ever tasted any fucking scotch ever. I'm like, oh, good Lord. What is that? That tastes like butter, honey, aged in Lindsay Lohan's pussy ear. It tasted so good, I decided to skip dinner and just have a couple more of them. I'm gonna scare me up another one of these. How about one more? All right. I hadn't had a drink since lunch. I was fucking thirsty. I was going at it, you know. And Doc noticed I was really drinking hard. And he goes, boy, you're really drinking tonight, Ron. I said, yeah, Doc, sometimes it just tastes like spring water. He goes, why don't you just drink spring water, Ron? I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. So this is going on for fucking hours. Now they really love Margot. They really love my wife, Margot. Margot's sung on Dr. Phil's show a few times, and they go everywhere to see her. And Margot's a 4.5 octave classically trained opera singer that sings rock and roll and jazz and whatever. She's been singing here for years. And Robin McGraw loves to goad my wife into singing, and my wife loves to be goaded into singing, so they make a great little fucking team. So we're on the back of this yacht, and Robin goes, come on, Margot, sing for us. And Margot gets up. There's people on the back partying on all these yachts, and bars on the pier, people out there. And Margot gets up and she sings, and they love jazz in France and Monaco. They have jazz clubs all over the place. And she gets up and she sings a jazz standard at full voice, which I don't get to hear her sing at full voice. She sings around the house, but not at full voice. And when she sings at full voice, it makes me cry. And oh no. And she finishes the first song at full voice, and people stand up on the back of all these yachts and start cheering. They go, yeah. And I'm like, oh, how cool is this, man? They really dig jazz. I forgot how much they dig jazz. She gets up and sings another song, fucking screaming. And then people are gathering up around the back of the boat. By song 4, there's 400 people behind the boat listening to her sing. You could hear a pin drop, just like this, pin drop. And she's just killing it. And I have a little secret. I am fucking hammered, man. I am so drunk. I can't even believe it my fucking self how drunk I am. I'm like, Jesus Christ, whoa. And I'd get a drink and I'd take one little sip out of it and I'd talk to somebody, I look back and it's empty. I'm like, anybody else drinking out of this glass? Miscalculation. Anyway, she does, I don't know, 7 or 8 songs, and she goes, okay, guys, that's enough. And she sits down, and Doc goes, well, Ron, you want to do something? Now, I got to preface this with he's on vacation with his best friend and head lawyer and his wife, Mary Pat, and they're Baptists from Dallas, and they're a little fucking stray. And they're about to find out my secret. About 20 years ago, I was doing a bit that was so vile that I only did it for about a week, and I just quit doing it. I'm like, this is not the direction I want to take my crowds or my show, and I have no idea why I picked that night to dust her off and take her for a spin. Yachts are pulling up anchor on both sides of us as fast as they can pull them up. They're leaving the harbor so fast there's a surfable wake. There's a stampede of tiny giraffes diving off the pier, swimming towards the ocean in certain death. People are pulling their kids off the pier. I went, I don't think they hurt me. I'm going to do it again. Doc goes, that's enough out of you, Ron. And Margot's tapping me out. You ever been tapped out? Come on, baby, it's time to go. She's seen it. Come on, honey, let's just go back to the hotel. It's time for us to go. Come on, baby. Baby, let's just go back to the hotel. Come on, Ron. And I speak fluent drunk. That means I don't know why you want to leave. I'm having a perfectly good time. Turns out there was a consensus. I'm like, okay, I'll leave. Now the only way to get off the ship is to walk back off that gangplank, and at the end of the gangplank there's an 18-inch drop off, and my wife's in front of me, Margaret's in front of me, and I get to the end of the gangplank. Doc goes, big step, Ron. I said, thanks, Doc, thinking I made a big step towards something. Fuck, I don't know. He's a big psychologist, not me. It's amazing how much speed you can pick up in 18 inches. It's nothing like falling over on the same level that you're already on. I slammed down to that fucking pier. I landed square on this elbow, dislocated this shoulder, put a 4-inch gash down the back of my arm, and I was so drunk I just bounced off that pier.
Shit.
Fade to black. I wake up the next morning with the shoe buddies. All I can do is lay there in bed and go, shoe buddy. I can't move my shoulder. Shoe buddy. My shirt stuck to my arm with blood and giraffe hair and whatever the fuck else you find on a pier. Shoe buddy. I have a wet Jolly Rancher in my armpit. Sour apple. Had to cut it out with a pair of scissors. You almost can't eat them after that. Shoot, buddy. I slowly opened my aching fucking eyes. And there's Margot. What happened? You got really drunk last night, Ron. What'd I do? Well, you did the tits fucking Mamie Eisenhower story. Did Mary Pat laugh? Mary Pat left is what Mary Pat did. Shoot, buddy. You think they're going to invite us back over to party on the yacht today? Because I don't know what's going to happen now, Ron. I don't know. Walks out of the room, slams the door. And I just start berating myself. I'm like, why do you do that, Ron? Why do you get so drunk and ruins things for other people? Why can't you just drink like a regular goddamn person? Is that too much to ask? You have a wonderful son, a beautiful wife, a great career. Why don't you make some changes in your life that'll make a difference in the long run? And about then the phone rang and his doctor goes, you guys gonna come party on the yacht? And I said, fuck yeah!
I think that's exactly what I would say every time somebody asks me that shit. You want to come party on a yacht? Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's fuck yeah.
Yeah. Even though I'm terrified of the ocean, but I would definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm not about to travel around the world with you. You're just about to stay, hopefully,
slightly offshore. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Good old Dr. Phil, man.
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil got money.
Yeah, man.
Damn, this nigga got a yacht.
Yeah,
a
man,
yacht that can fit 400 people? What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big ass yacht, man.
That's an ocean liner or some shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely a cruise ship, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Man, so like, is his show still on TV? Like, is he still running actively? Like, does the Dr. Phil show still come on?
Really, like, the last, like, show that I've, like, paid attention to was the one with the girl, the Catch Me Outside girl.
Oh, Betty, Betty Bahati. Yeah. Betty. Yeah, she was on there. And I can't remember what for, but I remember seeing that too.
Well, she was on there because she was, like, a bad kid. And I think that's how she got famous, because she was just bad. Just a badass little brat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but look at her now. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? She's a singer.
Dr. Phil. Nah, man. I mean,
what is she doing now?
I don't know. I think she's like a music artist. And,
I don't think she's a music artist.
And maybe like model or something. I don't know, man. But you know what I'm saying? Dr. Phil definitely may have turned her life around. You know, I mean, hey.
I don't know.
Hey, man.
I don't know.
Hey, man, you know, he's definitely better than, I mean, like, I imagine he's probably had more turnover cases than, like, remember, like, the Ricky Lake show and, like, Jerry Springer and shit? And,
I don't know. So in those shows, you got, like, test results. Like, finality. You got some test results in them shows.
Man.
Dr. Phil just give you his opinion.
No,
Phil give you his opinion.
He probably did that stuff too. But I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, like I said, I think he's a psychiatrist.
I think Maury was the most helpful talk show in the history of talk shows. This nigga solved a lot of cases. I'm talking about Dr. Phil. Nigga. Maury, that nigga solved all kind of cases like that, like multiple. All that shit.
Oh man, yeah, man, daytime television, man.
Yeah,
man.
Is Maury still on? Does Maury still on? Come on, daytime TV? I'm sure he does.
I don't know if those. I don't know if they're just reruns or if they're actively still.
Is Maury still alive?
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure he's not. I mean, he's old, but
very old. Maury was old. Maury's been around.
Yeah. Jerry Springer's still alive, isn't he?
Yes, I think he is.
I hope he is.
Do they have shows?
No, I don't think he's still current.
Jerry Springer doesn't have a show anymore?
Nah, dude, Jerry Springer show stopped. Yeah, man.
Why? That was the best one of them all.
Yeah. Just like turned into porn or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Porn? Then they had like, strippers and...
Yeah, all types of shit.
They had
man.
like...
That was...
Guess who's the man? Dressed up as women. And it's like, what's going on? It's gone too far.
Yeah, Jerry Springer show was definitely wild, man. Yeah, man. But not on the level of Dr. Phil. That's not. It's two different, you know what I'm saying, categories.
Dr. Phil, Jerry Springer was a greater show than
yeah.
It was. Shit.
I may have to agree in a way. In a way. Yeah.